game coming up.
Yeah, absolutely, because we have a game coming up, ladies and gentlemen, in case of any of you were wondering. It's the first semi-final match of the 2v2 Dueling Deuces showdown. It's going to be between Aerial Assassins and the Airborne Goats. Toasty, why don't you take us through the teams? We've seen them both play prior today. What have you taken away from their play, and who do you think will be taking this game as a result of that?
Well, we haven't seen Aerial Assassins today, but we did get a chance to see them in the group stages. And they did demolish the competition 6-1 in their round 1, moved on in round 2 to win again 3-1, and then moved again to round 3 to win that game against ODI Dream Team 2-1. So from what it seems like, logically, we can maybe say that they played pretty good defense, as they only allowed 3 total goals in those 3 rounds. But again, we're going to get our first chance to actually watch them today. As for Airborne Goats, we did get a chance to see them take on Crave in their matches and winning those 2 games straight off. I believe we had Jobsta and Riboflavin. Shout out to those guys, did an amazing job on Crave. But Airborne Goats, they were non-SARBC players who just started teaming up 3 weeks ago. But as we saw in that first matchup, they have great synergy. They know when to take their opportunities. They set up dribbles and passes very well. They have a designated striker that always kind of moves forward. So I expect to see a show from Airborne Goats again, but Aerial Assassins kind of up in the air, and we'll see what they can bring to the table.
Yeah, they could be the shadowy underdogs. We don't know yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to dive into the game. We're just going to give the go sign to the players here and get them into the match. And as before, my name is The Patch. This time, though, casting alongside me will be Quintillionaire, and I hope you are as hyped about this semifinal as I am.
I'm absolutely hyped. Aerial Assassins is another one that I've seen in one of my tournaments. So I've seen them play, and I'm excited to see if they bring the same gusto to this match that I saw them bring to my tournament. So it'll be exciting to see what happens here.
Yeah, absolutely, and the kickoff is on here, ladies and gentlemen, and quickly the Airborne Goats go into the attack, getting the ball over onto the side of the Aerial Assassins, and we see great save coming in from Chuck Norris Pones. What a great maneuver he did right there.
Yeah, absolutely. The Aerial Assassins, what I've seen from my previous tournaments is that they've very good ball control. They know where they need to be at the right time, and they tend to be there. So we'll see if they can bring that to this game. If they can, then it's going to work out really well for them against the Airborne Goats.
The Airborne Goats, certainly airborne. They keep going for the aerials right there, but so are Chuck Norris Pones and the Mountain Nomads. So who's going to take this? They're going to have to get the ball away from their own side here and toss it right over to the opponent's side. Here comes Maggie's with a great save. Mountain Nomads, though, is quick to punch it in from behind. Let's look at that again on the replay. Mountain Nomad coming in from behind and getting that goal right past Warrap there. He was not quite in position, but that's the 1-0 first goal of the game going over to the Aerial Assassins in this match. The ball goes right over to their side, and Chuck Norris Pones is quickly in position to punch that one up in the air to the middle of the field. Here comes Warrap trying to get that from the middle. Mountain Nomads, again, all he has to do is push the ball into the goal.
Right, that's just another opportunity where the ball just got behind the opposing team, and there's nothing they can do to get in front of the ball in time. So the other team can just push it right in and take their time with it. And unfortunately, that's just the name of the game when you're playing 2v2s.
Yeah, you really cannot leave your goal unguarded, or doom and pain will come upon you, as the Airborne Goats have demonstrated so far. I mean, it's happened on 2 separate occasions. The first one, they were barely able to save that one when Mountain Nomads came in and dunked it in anyway. And now they're going to have to look for a little bit of momentum here, because the Aerial Assassins just keep pushing them back onto their own side of the field, and they cannot let that happen. Maggie's and Warrap, they're actually a little bit over cautious here. They just staying back at their goal. This might be a great shot coming from in behind, and Maggie's gets it. It just, well, rolls into the goal.
Yeah, it was an amazing long shot aerial goal that came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting them to take that as a shot. I'm not sure they were expecting that to take it as a shot, but I'm sure they're going to take that point and roll with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're going to take a point no matter how it happens, whether you expected it or not. And that's the first step towards equalization here. But Chuck Norris Bones, he's just in position, and Maggie stunts the ball off the wall directly into his path. Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is the type of gameplay that I saw from Aerial Assassins in my tournament. They just set that ball up, and whenever there's a slight opening, they'll go for that, and they'll go for it with power, and just drill that ball into the net.
Yeah. Well, again, we've said it time and time again tonight. In 2v2, it's so important not to make mistakes because, unlike 3v3, there's so much more open space on the field. Great wall hit coming in from Maggie's. Will they be able to convert this into a goal, though? No, Mountain Nomads is quickly in position to clear that one straight away. Off the walls in the center of the field right now. Here we see a great aerial from Maggie's. Will it actually go in? No, not quite. Barely goes past, but it was on the nice trajectory. I think he wanted that one to have a little bit more speed, though.
Yeah, it was a good contest from the other team, but unfortunately they weren't able to make that go into the net, which, you know, obviously they're going to need to go into the net in order to make these goals and come back from their 3-1 disadvantage currently.
Yeah, great save coming in from Mountain Nomads there as Warep was ready to convert that one. Now he puts it into position for him, but he was back on his own side of the field, which is sometimes a mistake. Sometimes you want to be there, such as now, as Mountain Nomads is quickly looking for the counter play off the wall, but Maggie's is in position, clears that one away from his half of the field. Here comes Warep. He's going to have to clear this one away, or it might be in good position for the Aerial Assassins to convert. But no, the ball is off on the side, off in the corner. That's a relatively delicate position for the ball, because from there it can pretty much go anywhere. And oh man, that was lucky there for Airborne Ghosts. Their goal was wide open, but the ball, well, it behaved a little haphazardly, a little bit unpredictable. And here comes the long shot from Maggie's across the field. Mountain Nomad's going to look to take control of that one. Both of them whipping their aerials, but no capitalization from Airborne Goats on that. And now the ball has gone to the side of their goal. Nice clear there from Maggie's, but we get another shot from Chuck Norris thrown straight onto their side of the goal. They're keeping the aggression up, and there's only 1 minute left to play. Oh, and we might see actually another goal from Mountain Nomads. He does this all by himself. Let's take a look at that in the replay.
Yeah, that was such a sharp angle, and it was a really good shot from Mountain Nomads. Looks like if he weren't going to touch that, it was going to go in anyway from his wall hit. So it was a well-placed shot, and it was really hard to block from Airborne Goats.
Yep, that is true indeed. It was a great shot from him. This only extends their lead here. The Aerial Assassins, they are on fire. 4-1. The Airborne Goats struggling to find a footing in this match. Nice shot onto the goal, but again, Mountain Nomads is there with the save. 3 saves from the side of Aerial Assassins in this match so far. 2 saves from the Airborne Goats. Both of them are doing their fair share of keeping the ball from going inside their goal, but, well, the Aerial Assassins, they've just been attacking the goal over and over and over again. They do not let go with the aggression.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's going to take landing these shots that they're getting on goal to be able to take the victory here. Both teams are doing their fair share of saves, like you said, but I think it's also going to come down to the fact that Airborne Goats is not showing an extreme amount of communication here. And if they get the communication going, then they might just have a chance to come back in the second match.
We see the last second of the game. People keeping the ball up in the air, but there we go. Aerial Assassins taking game 1 in this best-of-3 series semi-final against the Airborne Goats. And, well, just take a look at the shots on goal here on the side of Aerial Assassins. There's 8 of them. Airborne Goats also have 5, but just from watching the game, the general feel I've got is that the Aerial Assassins were much more aggressive. What do you think, Quinn?
Yeah, they were really, getting that ball up in front of the orange net and taking those shots and then trying to capitalize on every single one, not letting a single opportunity by. So they're really on top of the ball, and I think that makes for a lot more aggressive play and a lot harder play for Airborne Goats to counter.